I'm not doing anything. Just leave it there. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Just talking a normal voice. I mean, you know, I'm not. I want to see if this camera picks up the voices good.
Okay.
So just for the hell of it, we're gonna record our little trek.
Alrighty.
Are you thrilled?
I'm fascinated.
Okay. Anyway, I want to see what the sound comes out like.
Right.
So I'm just playing with it today.
That's a expensive little gadget, isn't it?
Yeah, well, my sister bought that for me.
She did?
Yeah. A long time ago, and I keep threatening to use it, and I never do.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, we took it on the vacation with us.
Oh, yeah.
And
took a picture of that ship that's going through the harbor.
Yes. And we took pictures of Devil's Tower and the memorial in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Kind of recording.
Yeah, well, you know, I've been just throwing stuff together.
Uh-huh.
But I want to make sure, as a matter of fact, I need to, let's see. Where's the sound? I got it all the way up. I guess we'll find out sooner or later. I'm not particularly concerned. Like I said, I'm just messing with it to see what it, to see how it comes out. To see if I need to enhance it or anything to.
Learning how to handle it.
Yeah, something like that.
I never had a chance to take many pictures. Ruth gave me a camera to take overseas, you know. She wanted me to take some battle deals. But it was a casualty the first day on the front line.
Right.
I sneaked up on that damn line and got in the foxhole, and I had a carbine, you know, and I laid it out to on top there, and with my gas mask thing, I had that camera in it, and there was a whole tank of 5-gallon can of water underneath the snow, you know. And a shell hit and just over there like that. Tore it all. He made 3 pieces out of that little old rifle.
Ouch.
And there was a guy had just stuck his head up and let it back down like that. If he had it been a half a second more like that, it would have cut his damn head off.
Right. So how'd you end up there?
You mean, how did it turn out?
I mean, how did you end up on the front line like that?
Well, I wasn't of the 102nd Division. You know, I was a casual, and they took me up to a place where they was working on trucks, you know, and they're up close to a couple miles to the front line. And then whenever they left, I couldn't go with them. So I had to walk about a mile. They said, go about a mile up here in the damn bamboo and get pick you up. And that's what I did. I walked along there, and they kidnapped me and stuck me in the hole, and that's how come I got in with the 102nd. They had all my paperwork screwed up. That's how come I missed the Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah, I can understand how you could be enthusiastic about that.
World War II. I missed Omaha Beach, and I missed the Battle of the Bulge, and 1 or 2 other notorious things like that. I consider myself damn lucky.
Right, I can understand that.
Of course, one of them little old battles in a town about the size of middle of the village, you know. Some of the goddamn fights to get them out of there was serious affairs.
Yeah.
It only takes one bullet to ruin you, you know it.
Well, one bullet to ruin your day.
Took that hill, you know, and they pinned us down, and then they used artillery to unpin us. But when it come to withdraw off that damn hill, like I told you before, it was a bunch of them little willows there at the edge of that, and there was a road under there which you couldn't see. And I made a running dive to get through that. And the guy said, "How did you know there might have been 100-foot cliff on the other side of that?" And like I told you the other day, considering what was after me, like who gives a damn whether there might have been a dirty bull down there for all I knew.
Right.
And you know, worst of all, I ran down that damn slope and dived in behind a pile of cobblestones and just lay on my belly on the street, and then some bastard was shooting down the street with a machine gun, and I don't know whether it was ours or somebody else's, but it don't make any difference in a deal like that.
No. Equally dangerous either way.
And like I said, there was a bomb that come out of hit the ground, come back, was laying there in the streets, about 4 meters that car from me. And I said, "Oh God, I hope they don't hit it, you know. If it went off on a damn street, paved street like that, it would just mowed the grass on each side of it." Little shit things like that. It don't have to be a big battle. Just fucking around that will get you killed.
Yeah, I understand.
You killed 3 men in that damn deal. That was enough, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, looks like it's going to be a good day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It don't worry me none about being dry like that. It don't make any difference to me. But it used to.
Yeah, I know. Was it real dry during the Dust Bowl?
It was real dry.
Yeah.
It rained at all.
For how long?
Well, all that spring. It was a dry, windy son of a bitch. And that fall too, you know. You dug up your ground and it would blow, you know. Blow just like the snow drifted. Being without rain for the trouble in the first place. It was 2 or 3 years of it. '33, '34, and '35. It wasn't real dust in the air, just constantly, you know. Just every time there come a windstorm up, it just stirred everything the hell all up.
Right. Well, I've actually seen one dust storm. That was in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And that was kind of strange, watching that big wall of dust coming in our direction.
Oh, God, yes, it does. And Oklahoma was one of the places that had the worst of it, too.
Right. Well, I remember how dry the ground could get. It was kind of a clay-like, and it would get great big cracks.
Oh, yes, I tried. Well, there had been a pond like that, there used to be cracks that deep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even in a place where there'd been standing water.
Yeah, that god dang Oklahoma Panhandle was one of the worst places for that. And that little town just across the border into Kansas, we went out there. I can't remember, Richland, I think it was. We went out there, my dad and I, and in that old Hupmobile car, and you can see that damn cloud of coming, you know. You knew it would be a headlight deal. So my dad, he says, we might just well get us a roost because we ain't going to be able to find our way home in the dark.
Right.
With dirt too. And you could just take that pickup, you know, you see dust here, but you could do like that on that damn car.
Damn.
The seats were just dirtier than hell. I had about an eighth of an inch of dirt laying on top of them.
Yeah.
And that old car never had an oil filter or an air cleaner either. And yet, driving such a shit as that, and it never even hurt it.
Oh, that's kind of impressive.
Uh-huh.
I'd love to see what the inside of the pistons look like.
Well, we never did overhaul that damn car. I think the engine never did give no trouble. We run that thing several years. I think got rid of it. Let's see. 36, I think. Traded it off for a Willis car. A 1930 Willis.
Isn't that the company that turned into Jeep?
Yeah.
Or the first produced Jeep?
No way. That Jeep was a wartime thing.
Yeah, but it was the Willis company that created it.
Oh, yeah. And then they subcontracted it to Ford, you know, too, during the war.
Right.
There's a lot of Jeeps running around there that are Ford built. I'm trying to think. After all, it's a damn long time for an old dumbass like me to remember, you know it. 1936 may be just yesterday to me, but it's longer than that to you, isn't it?
I have no idea what 1936 is because I wasn't here.
Well, it was a dusty, dry year, I can tell you that. But not as dry as it was before. 36 and 7 were both dry years. As a matter of fact, 37, the winter of 37, it never even snowed at all.
Uh-huh.
And the next goddamn year, you couldn't get down the road nowhere on account of that snow knee deep. But Dad had to go across fields, you know, to get anywhere, because a lot of them would be bare, you know.
Uh-huh.
He went that old Willis, got out and got stuck out in the middle of the field. And had to walk home, and it was just blowing like a son of a bitch. And he said he got lost on the way home. We went about a mile, you know, and there was an old canyon south of our house, about 200 or 300 yards. He come along and found that, got off in that canyon, and he said he knew where he was then.
ready for breakfast?
Yep. Whenever.